Hey guys, welcome back to Get to the Point. Have you wanted a Mac, but they're way too expensive, and you just want to install it on your laptop or your PC and be able to use the operating system like me? Because I love the operating system, but their hardware is so expensive. So what I have here is a Dell laptop. It has Windows on it, and if I press enter to log in, I am on a Mac. I'm going to show you how to do this, and the reason I'm making this video is because there's a lot of videos out there that show you how to do this, but the issue is they don't go into, they kind of leave things out. They don't tell you how to get into iCloud and sign in correctly, and for it to work, for iMessage to work, for a lot of other things to make this work just like a Mac. I'm going to go over every detail and show you how to do everything. So come with me and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open Firefox, and I will give you both of these links in the description below. So the first link is going to be VMware Player, and you're going to click download and save file. And the second link is going to be the OSX operating system. Now, when you go to this link, it's going to say, whoops, there was a problem. Just click download and click download anyway. And as you see, this is a RAR file. You will need WinRAR, and I will put this, the program WinRAR in the description so you could download it. It's to unrar, like unzipping a file. I will put that in the description for you. So just click OK to save. And this file is about 6.6 gigs. Depending on your internet speed, you may download it quick or it may be slower. But let that download, and while that's downloading, go ahead and run the VMware Player. You're going to click yes, and click next, accept. You do want to install the enhanced keyboard driver. And I turn off help improve, just leave the updates checked, and depending if you want a desktop icon or a start menu icon, click next and then install. Okay, and once this finishes, click finish, and then we're going to double click VMware Workstation. Now, you may have a pop-up that comes up that says, oh, here it is, just skip this version. And you may have a pop-up, another one that comes up saying to put in your email address. Go ahead and put in your email if you'd like, or you could put in any email you want, and it will let you go to this, this step here. Okay, so our download has completed. So we're going to open Firefox and click on this file, the RAR file. Now you're going to click extract to. Now when you do this, you'll want to make a folder somewhere where you're going to keep the operating system running from. And I put mine on the C drive. So if you open your folder here and you go to your local C drive, we can right click, new folder, and I'm going to name it OSX. Now, when we go here, extract to, we're going to expand the C drive and click on OSX and click OK. Okay, so once this is completed, you're going to click on Start and you're going to type folder, and you will see something here that says Show Hidden Files and Folders, and yours may open up on the General tab. Click View, and you will see this radio button, Show Hidden Files and Folders. Click that and click Apply. And when we're all done, you can go back in here and click that radio button if you don't want to see hidden files and folders. We're going to need this later in the video, and I'll show you when. So go ahead and click OK. And we can close WinRAR, and we can close Firefox. Okay, so from here, you're going to open up the system folder, and you're going to go into the OSX folder and click on Unlocker, and click on Unlocker 204, and it's going to look like nothing happened, but there's two folders named Unlocker 204, so click it again. And in here, you're going to see win-install.cmd. Now I have the option showing extensions of known file types. If you don't see the .cmd, over here on the right, you will see the type says Windows Command Script. Just click on the one that says Windows Install. But when you click it, you're going to right click and say Run as Administrator. You'll get this pop-up, click Yes. You will see the command window open, run some script, and it will close. So once you're done there, you can close this window. You're going to go back to your VMware workstation. You're going to click Open a Virtual Machine. And if it didn't open here automatically, you're going to go to your C drive. You're going to click on OSX folder. And then once in here, you will see a VMX file. So from here, you're going to click Open. And before you start this virtual machine, you're going to click Edit Virtual Machine Settings. Now on here, yours will have all the same settings because it's a pre-built VMDK file. You can change this. You can lower the memory. If you only have 8 gigs of memory, you can lower it to 4. You can take down the processor to 2 cores if you want, but I'm going to leave all of this stock. So click OK, and then play virtual machine. Now you'll get this pop-up. Just click no, because if you click yes, it's going to pop up every single time. Just click no. And you can close this warning down here at the bottom right. Now this is going to take a second to boot up for the first time, so I'm going to fast forward this process. Okay, so once you get here, you're going to click in the window once, so you get the black mouse of the Mac. And notice the mouse, if you go outside the window, sticks. We're going to fix that during this beginning install process here. We will install the VMware tools. So if your mouse comes out of this and you have multi-monitors, it doesn't do this. And it'll work much smoother. So click Continue. Continue. Don't transfer. Continue. Don't use. And now here you're going to want to sign in with your Apple ID. Don't skip this step, because if you want to log in later, you're going to run into some issues where it won't work logging into iCloud, so do it now. Click Continue. You can allow if you want. I clicked Not Now. Click Agree. Agree. Now, I don't like signing into an iCloud account. I like a account on my computer itself, a local account. So uncheck this. And here is the pop-up. Now you may get this pop-up earlier on in the process. Click Install Tools, and then you can click the X. And once we get to the desktop, I will show you how to install the tools. So from here, you can change your account name and put in a password. And click Continue. And if your mouse seems a little jumpy when you're moving around, don't worry about it. We're going to fix that. Okay, you can set up your keychain now if you want. I'm going to click Set Up Later. And do Not Now for the iCloud drive. And don't upgrade. And then you could type in your closest city. Okay, click Continue. And I uncheck both these. Click Continue. Okay, so now we're at the desktop. And what we're going to do is click this button up here, the full screen button. It says Enter Full Screen Mode. The reason we're going to do this is when we click this, it's going to add a line of code inside the VMware Workstation Preferences INI file. And we're going to get rid of there's going to be a blue bar when we're fully done at the top. kind of like a remote Windows bar to get out of the full screen. You can minimize that bar, but what happens is there's a little blue line at the top, and I hate that being there. And if my mouse goes to the top bar, it keeps popping up. So click on the full screen, and it's going to be a little window. So you're going to press Control Alt together, and you're going to end up with another pointer here, and then you're going to press Control Alt and Enter all at the same time, and it'll take you back out of the window. The reason we did that, it adds that line of code in there, and when we reboot with VMware Tools, we will be able to edit that line of code, so when we go full screen, that bar does not show across the top. So now you're going to double click on VMware Tools and click Install VMware Tools. Click Continue, press Enter, and continue installation. And when we reboot, we will have to reboot this virtual operating system another 2 times to fully set up correctly. When we do that, you may get pop-ups at the bottom that say Upgrade VMware Tools. Go ahead and click Upgrade. You will have this VMware Tools drive pop up again on the desktop. Do the same process to update, and you may have one extra update that comes through. And you can do the same process over again. So once we're here, we're going to click Restart. And while this restarts, we're going to let it fully boot up. And once it's booted up, we're going to shut it down and then go edit the files. So iCloud works and the full screen mode works without that blue bar at the top. Okay, so now we're back at the login screen. So go ahead and log in. Now, if you notice, if we take the mouse out, it doesn't get stuck on the screen. It goes from the Mac black pointer to the white Windows pointer seamlessly. And it is not, it doesn't, go slow like this like it did before. It is very smooth. So if you notice, this drive is named El Capitan Retail by Tech Reviews. They compiled a VMDK file for us. Thank you, Tech Reviews, for this. So if you want, you can right-click this drive, rename, and you could rename the hard drive whatever you would like. And I'll call mine OSX. Press Enter. Okay, so from here we're going to click the apple at the top left and click Shut Down, and then click Shut Down. Okay, so once the virtual machine is shut down, you're going to open your system folders, and you're going to reopen the folder OSX that we created, and in here you're going to see a VMX file. You're going to right-click, and I have Notepad++. You can use Notepad. Either one will work. So open it with Notepad, and you're going to scroll down a bit, and you're going to see a line here that says board-id.reflectHost equals true. So what you want to do is at the end of the line, click Enter, and so you enter down one line, and you're going to change true to false. Make sure it's all caps. And then on this line here, in the description in this video, I'm going to post the text that has to go in here. You're going to copy it and then paste it, so you can press Control V to paste or right-click paste. And the text that went in here is this right here. So once you have this in, you're going to click File, Save, and go ahead and close this. Now, the other change that we have to make is the full screen option. So that blue bar is not across the top of your full screen when you go full screen with the Mac operating system. So to get to this, you're going to go to your C drive, and you're going to go to Users, and you're going to go to your user folder. And because you enabled hidden files and folders, you will see this folder is the color is lighter than the ones above. That means it's a hidden folder. So you're going to open App Data and click on Roaming. And in here you will see VMware. So you're going to double click on VMware. Okay, so here's the preferences INI file. You're going to right click and click Edit. And it may not be at the bottom. This is the line that you want to look for. It may not be at the bottom. It may be in the middle somewhere here. And yours may not say this exact line, but it will start with pref.vmwareplayer.fullscreen.something after it. There's only one line in here that has this beginning part of it. If it has anything else after, if it says something else other than no bar, you can delete it. And you're going to delete that line all the way to here. And I'm going to retype no bar because that's the way it's supposed to be. So you're going to type no bar space equals space 1. You want to click File, Save. And it doesn't matter if this line was up here, you can just edit it up here. It doesn't matter where it is. So click File, Save. Close that. We can close this. Now we can reopen VMware Workstation. Click on your El Capitan and click Play Virtual Machine. Okay, so now that it's booted up, we can enter your password. Press enter. Now when we click the full screen button, it will go completely full screen and there is no bar at the top. Now I have multi-monitor, so my mouse goes to my other monitors smoothly, no matter which way I go. Okay, so we're pretty much done. Now you can log into your messages. You can click here and put in your Apple ID and password. And this will pop up. Click Other Messages Account. Click Continue. And then you can cancel this. And then make sure you're selected on this Messages window, so it says Messages at the top. You're going to click on Messages and go to Preferences. And then go to Accounts. And in here you will see your phone number and then multiple email addresses. Typically I uncheck the email addresses and just use my phone number. So we can go ahead and close this. And I will send a text message to my phone. Say test. And if this works, we should get a test text message back to ourselves, which it worked. And you can turn on read receipts if you want. I don't. Click not now. And here's the test message. We can do it again, and it comes right back. So fully working operating system, OSX, and everything works. I've tested many other things, and everything works perfectly fine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Please subscribe. It really helps. Give me a thumbs up. And a lot of research has gone into figuring out how to do this step by step. There are other videos and other, there's forums and blogs about how to do this. So I've kind of pieced them all together to make a fully working Apple operating system on your computer. So give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.